Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to our cozy little corner of the internet. I'm Pen and today I'll be reading one of my own books called Mass Realities. This is just a one shot, so keep that in mind. I'm sorry for being away for so long. I've just been procrastinating and stuff, and school started last week, so that's the thing. But anyway, I thought it might be easier to get back into the channel with a book that I wrote, so here it is, Mass Realities Summary. You and Rumpo are trapped in a small room during a mission, and you know that Rumpo could get out of it in a second, but he chooses to stay trapped with you. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let's get into the book. Rumpo, are you going to tell me how we're going to get out of this room? I asked the childish man as he looks around the room, a wide grin on his face as he dramatically sighs and leans against the wall beside me. The two of us were on a mission together, and we'd been trapped in the small room for the past 5 minutes, and I was quickly growing impatient. I sigh as Rumpo leans his head against my arm. So the answer's no, huh? I question Rumpo again as he starts putting more and more weight on the arm. Sighing when I don't get my answer, I try to nudge Rumpo slightly to try to get him to do some work. Rumpo lets out a small noise of annoyance as he snuggles into my arm more. I use my free arm to physically facepalm as I relax into the wall a little more. Knowing Rumpo wasn't going to be doing anything for a while, I sighed and crouched slightly so I was in a wall sitting exercise. If I wasn't going to be getting out of here anytime soon, I may as well burn some extra calories, was my thought process, as I hear Rumpo let out a small whine of discomfort as I shift my position. I sigh as I adjust his head to lean against my shoulder in the wall sit. If my guess was right, then this mission was going to take a while. As Rumpo makes himself comfortable, I pull out my phone and send Kunakita a quick text telling him that Rumpo is pulling a Rumpo and that we won't be back at the agency for a while. After sending the text message, I open my Spotify and look through my music for a minute before deciding on playing an artist that Darza had recommended. Pulling my headphones over my head and connecting them to my phone, I feel Rumpo nibble my neck slightly. I jump and blush slightly as I feel Rumpo's teeth against my skin. Rumpo chuckles softly at my surprise as I glare at him and he snuggles into my shoulder, making me sigh again. You're lucky you're the right weight for this exercise, Rumpo, I say stubbornly, speaking up again after a few seconds. And shouldn't I be the one that's leaning on you? I ask, getting a curious look from Rumpo as I elaborate. I'm the younger one, I state with a huff, as I look away from Rumpo, making him snicker as he wraps his arms around my chest. I wait for a few seconds before I start playing the new artist, nodding my head along to the beat. Damn, I didn't think Darza would have such good taste, I say with a small smile, as I listen to the music, leaning on Rumpo slightly. It was less than a minute into the song before I felt Rumpo shift, grabbing my headphones off my head and throwing them against the floor. Not knowing what to do from here, I try to reach the headphones with my foot before realizing that I couldn't grab the headphones with my shoes on, so I take one off, leaving my right foot with just its sock on. Stretching my leg out as far as it would go while still making Rumpo comfortable, I manage to flick the headphones a little closer with the tips of my toes. I chuckle as I hear Rumpo huff in annoyance when I wrap the top of my headphones around my foot and contort myself in a way that seems unnatural to get them back into my hands. Once getting them into my hands, I move them into my pocket on the other side of Rumpo so he couldn't get them again. As I put the headphones in my pocket, I then take out my phone again and play the music out loud. This time I feel eyes on me, Rumpo's eyes specifically. Sighing, I look at Rumpo, silently telling him to hurry up and tell him what he wanted to say. Rumpo just laughs slightly as he leans his head against my shoulder again. Are you going to keep torturing me with that music all day? He asks with a cheeky smile as he relaxes onto my shoulder. I stay silent for a moment, my eyes hovering over his body. He wasn't looking me in the eyes. Thinking about it, had Rumpo ever looked me in the eyes? I take a deep breath as I try not to think about the one thing that makes the most sense. Hey Rumpo, I ask softly as I grab his face and turn it to face mine. using all the determination I can to stare at Rumpo right in the eyes. It was less than 2 seconds of eye contact before Rumpo turned his head. I sighed softly, letting go of his face as I turned away from him. While the theory was only half planned, I still thought it would be better to ask just to make sure. You know, I start softly as I look up at the roof of the small room. It isn't wrong to be autistic, right, Rumpo? I asked just as softly, quickly feeling Rumpo stiffen up next to me. I could tell that Rumpo was trying to keep a level head, but I could feel his jaw clench and his breathing hitch. I frowned softly as I feel Rumpo go into a state of panic. I'm sorry I didn't see this earlier. I say softly as I shift my arm. The arm Rumpo was lying on, to reach up and softly massage his scalp. I didn't know about other people's panic attacks, but I know it helped with mine, so it was worth a shot. It's okay, Rumpo, I say even softer as I rest my head against his and pull him into a proper hug and continue to massage his scalp. As I massage Rumpo's head, my brain starts to travel and I start to speak out loud. I saw Kunikita's autism in a heartbeat, but you're just so good at masking. I'm sorry. I say softly, saying sorry once I realize I was speaking out loud. Feeling Rumpo relax into my chest, I start mumbling again. This time making it a little louder so Rumpo could understand my words. I can't even imagine how you must feel after masking for so long, I mumble as I gave Rumpo a little squeeze and continued to massage his head. It was quiet for a while, the two of us just basking in each other's company, when I feel Rumpo's body move slightly. I look down to see Rumpo frowning a little. The expression alone makes me frown in return before he speaks up. How do you know so much? Rumpo asks softly as he stares up at me, looking over my face to see my reaction, his voice sounding a little distant as he speaks. I smile warmly at Rumpo as I let go of his body and cup his cheeks. I'm the same, I say, running my thumb over the small tears that were running down Rumpo's face. I've also been masking for so long that I don't even know who I am anymore. I say, slightly frowning again, coming to my realization. A few more tears are running down Rumpo's face. Are we ever going to be normal? Rumpo asks as he finally makes eye contact. Not for long, but long enough to tell that he was serious. My shoulders sag as I rest my forehead against his. I don't think so, I say with a frown and kiss his nose as I kiss his nose and speak, but we'll figure it out together. Well everyone, that's the end of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed. It took me less than 24 hours to get this all together, because I started at about midnight last night, just starting to write down and summarize the character AI story, and I've been writing all day today. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I just want to say thank you. If you could leave a like or anything, but just watching to this point means the world to me. If you want to support me even more than you already have, you can check out my Patreon in the link in the description. You don't have to though, as I said, watching this far is long enough for me. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!